Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Texas Jeep Dad coming at you. Today I got another good video for you. I wanted to show you my newest mod I installed on my Gladiator. Motobilt front inner fender liners. Let's check them out. The inner fenders are basically a two-piece design that you put together, and you can leave them the raw aluminum, or you can choose to paint or powder coat them to your preference. They also have an accent piece that you could also do a different color to stand out and kind of pop. I went ahead and test fit everything in the raw aluminum and made sure it all fit 100%, and then I removed the pieces, left them all one unit, and had it powder coated together. So all of my nuts and bolts are all the same finish. Alright, let's get on to it. No more delays. How to install the Motobilt inner fender liner on a JT Gladiator. Okay, so now that the fender liner is removed, we need to go ahead and take off the fender so we can pre-fit the Motobilt inner fender liner. There's going to be a few places where we need to drill holes and put some nutserts in. It's not hard at all, but I'd go ahead and test fit it if you're going to paint the fenders like the liners like I'm going to do. So I'm test fitting everything first, take it off, paint it, and then put it back on. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take out these bolts holding this in, and then I'm going to work on all those little white plastic clips up in here holding the fender on. You can get them off without breaking most of them. So let's see how we do. And before I get the last one, I'm going to undo the turn signal. Slide the tab back and then push the black H thing down and pull it. On the other side I didn't do that. I think I messed it up. So again, you can pull these tabs off without breaking them. Some of them are going to be broken on mine, and that's okay because I did buy extras. Okay, so now you're left with a clean slate. You're going to be using this bolt hole right here to start the fender, and then you're going to drill out. Here's going to be a nutsert, 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 and I think one more over here. So there's like 4 nutserts that are going to go in, and then a self-tapping screw. So let's go ahead and test fit this. So right up in here, there's a little bit of, I guess there's some tabs holding some of the electrical and, you know, battery, all that bullshit is up in there. So I did have to kind of push it around a little bit, but mainly you want to get this bolt hole that's already there. It's got a nut on the, or it's threaded, so you want to screw this one in first. So in my opinion, once you get this bolt in here, then mark where this next one is going to hit, and then take all this out, drill it, put the nutsert, then put that one back in. Then you got these two up there. Mark both of those, take it all out, drill, nutsert, put it back in, see where those fit, and then do that for the last one. I just think it'd be easier because this aluminum could be a little, you know, non-forgiving. The other side is much easier, driver. Passenger side's a little bit more work. So I just kind of pushed it into place, and I put a little dot. Now I'm gonna take it out and drill it. Okay, holes drilled out. Now I'm gonna get the nutsert gun. So I'm gonna screw this down all the way, open it up. This is just a cheap one I bought off of Amazon. It's not even that expensive. Then you just go ahead, insert it in the hole. There you go. Squeeze. You can make it a little tighter. Make sure that's, just keep tightening it up a little bit, and then use this to undo it. Spin it out. Now you got your nutsert. So let's go ahead, get the fender back in place, and try that one, and then we'll start to mark and do the other ones. Okay, so this one again, it's already threaded in the back of the fender liner, easy to put in. This one was a little more challenging, again, just because all this bullshit up in there, but I was able to get the nutsert bolt threaded. So then now, basically, this thing isn't moving a lot, so I can go ahead and mark up in here where I need to drill for 1, 2, probably even 3 of those holes. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark those, get them drilled, and then we'll put everything back in. All right, I took a chance. I went ahead and put my nutsert in here, here, here. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 nutserts, and then the one goes in the body hole right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and test fit this fender liner, and hopefully all of this crap lines up. So wish me luck. Man, I'm not gonna lie, you gotta wiggle it around a little bit to get it in there. I'm all bleeding. But it fits. This one again, that's gonna use your pilot hole. It's gonna get everything else to line up. There's something going on in this section in the back behind here. So it was a little bit of a, you know, you saw me how to kind of fiddle with it, but it still got this nutsert in. This one went in pretty good, that one, everything. These pretty good. This one here, it's still, I gotta tighten it up a little bit. It's not quite flush again, but it's tight right now. So again, I recommend test fitting everything, and then that way if you do paint it, once you go back, you're not going to scratch it up. So you figure out the technique of how to put it in there. So everything's pretty good now. We've got this last little piece, basically just bolt, and then you do a self-tapping screw into the frame. But I'm going to do a nutsert, so I'll do that extra piece with a nutsert. So let me do that real quick and I'll show you what's up. Okay, you can see right here, here's a little bracket. It has a little nut on the back of it, so you just use their little bolt they provided. They give you self-tapping screws in the kit to go through the frame, but I was like, well, I have extra stuff left over from the kit, so I went ahead and just threw a nutsert in there, and then I'll just have everything uniform. So here's the last final piece, and there you go, man. So fit, finish, looks pretty good. Unlike the rear liner, this doesn't really attach anywhere on the edge of the fender, so it's going to kind of be by itself. So all right, off to paint. So once you do chop the fender, you split it apart from that plastic piece. It's really clean. It looks really good, and it goes on well. So the areas that I couldn't get to, I used a plastic clip, but if I could get to it, I used a nut and bolt. So nuts and bolts all the way down, and I only used plastic clips on the bottom two and this front one up here. Other than that, everything else nuts and bolts. That's not going to get ripped off, and it looks clean. Alright, that's my video today on how to install the Motobilt inner fender liners on your JT Gladiator. Hopefully it was helpful for those of you that are considering this mod for your Jeep. Let me know if you have any questions about the installation process. Just leave it down in the comments. I'll try to answer those for you. Maybe I can help you out. Whether you have questions on the fender chop, and I also did the Motobilt fender liners on the rear. Let me know if you have questions on that. I did drop a video. So thank you to my new subscribers and followers. I appreciate you guys hanging in there. This is a little extra long video today. Take time out of your day. I really appreciate it. So thank you again. You guys have a good one. New content coming soon. Texas Jeep Dad out.